Okay, from Richard. You may have answered this question before. Why do leftists get so angry when challenged by conservatives? It seems rational discussion with a person who has leftist views is almost impossible. Could it be that they know their positions are unworkable? I personally think that the left, because their positions have been shown wrong. I mean, ever since the collapse of the Soviet Union, almost all of their positions have been shown wrong. The damage that socialism has done to the economies of places like England and France, that it's still doing to places like France, has just shown them to be wrong in every possible way. But because of that, I think a lot of their leaders have attached leftism to morality and righteousness. And so we on the right want to be left alone, to be free. And then when you act freely, then you have to deal with morality and what you're doing and whether it's right. And we feel that that should come from our associations, from our religion, from our God, from our friends, from our relations who help us find the way forward and do what's right. What the left has done is they have conflated their righteousness with their politics. If you were righteous, you would be for health care for all. Well, I can think of a million reasons why I'm not for healthcare for all, and I don't think it's righteous. But you could argue that it was more effective. You could argue that it was more American. You could argue that it was better, it'd have better outcomes. But it doesn't make you more righteous to vote for that. And so when you argue, I have found this repeatedly, when you argue with a leftist, you are not just challenging their policies, you are also challenging their virtue. And I believe that even more than sex, even more than greed, the sense of yourself as a virtuous person is one of the prime motivations of life. Why? Because none of us is virtuous, not one. All of us are sinful, all of us are broken, and all of us want to protect ourselves from the feeling of shame. And we do that by cloaking ourselves in virtue. If you listen to the way people talk, really listen to it. Listen to your friends, not just people on TV. Listen to your friends and your relation. I would say like 75% of what they say is meant to convey to you that they're a good person. They're not, you're not, none of us is. Once you accept that, you don't have to get angry when people challenge your policies. You only have to argue about policy. But if your virtue is tied up in your politics, you get very angry when people challenge it.